1876, he played a major role in the Little Bighorn and the defeat of Custer. After the battle, most of the Indians migrated to Canada, but Crazy Horse and his people chose to stay in Montana. Finally, in May of 1877, he came in from the cold and was placed on a reservation near Camp Robinson in Nebraska. Fearing Crazy Horse was going to leave the reservation, a party was sent to arrest him. Although he escaped to another camp, he was later captured. The plan was to take Crazy Horse to a location where he would be harmless. On September 5, 1877, while being transferred to jail in the company of soldiers and Indian police, a soldier bayoneted Crazy Horse and he died. His father took possession of his body and buried him in a place that remains a secret even today. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Well, it's a cloudy Wednesday morning, and we have 65 degrees currently, but let's head to the phone to get started with our newscast. We're going first to the Sheriff's Department, and Deputy Walker is on the phone with me right now to give us an update. Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Good, sir. How you doing?
Doing great, thanks. Tell us what's been going on with the Sheriff's Department.
In the last 24 hours, Sheriff's Office responded to 256 calls for service. 16 arrests were made, and currently the jail is housing 195 individuals. We have one incident investigation report of Dollar General on Oakland Road, reported as shoplifting, concealment of goods. Moving to arrest reports. Stephanie Robbins was arrested on a failure to comply. Robert Davidge was arrested on a failure to appear on a felony. Derek Davis arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. William Harrell arrested for felony probation violation. Jimmy Register failure to comply on a appear on a misdemeanor probation violation. Aubrey Evans was arrested. She's an extradition fugitive of other state. Richard Littlejohn failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Eric Hansley, extradition fugitive of other state. Charles Glenn Bradley, Sr., arrested possession of Schedule 4 controlled substance resisting a public officer. Candace Shade, arrested for assault with deadly weapon and injury to a personal property. And Wendy Jamison was arrested for shoplifting and concealment of goods. And that is it for the arrest and incident report, sir.
David Walker, thank you for that report, and you be safe out there today.
I will. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye. And we'll check with 911, see what kind of traffic they've had in the past 24 hours right after this.
Hot temperatures on the highway can be brutal on your automobile. RS Speedy Lube is there to help keep your automobile running clean. Keep the oil changed regularly. They'll check the fluids, vacuum the car. Next door, get the service you need on brakes, radiator, exhaust, CV joints, and radiator flush. RS Service Center also includes service on big trucks and campers. For the best car wash, it's the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash. RS Speedy Lube Service Center is a complete service center inside, outside, and down under Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton.
Scott is up next from 911 Communications Center. Scott, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report over there, Scott?
Okay, in the past 24 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 594 911 and administrative calls, which consisted of 38 for EMS, 7 for rescue. For law enforcement, it was 197 for the Sheriff's Office, 77 for Forest City Police, 13 for Lake Lore, 31 for Rutherford, and 43 for Spindale. For fire calls, Ellenboro responded to a power line fire. SDO responded to a structure fire, and they were assisted by Sandy Mush and Cliffside. Forest City responded to a vehicle fire, and Lake Lore responded to a power line fire, and they were assisted by Fairfield. That's all we've got for this morning.
Thanks so much. You have a great day over there.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. 20 after 7.
Stop into Save-A-Lot Grocery and save big money every day. Choose from a variety of name brand merchandise at incredible low prices. Save big on fresh meats, vegetables, pastries, frozen foods, deli items, and so much more. They are located in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale. Hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's Save-A-Lot Grocery Store in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale.
Ruby Taylor is up next with the report from the Shiloh Danieltown Oakland Fire District. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report, Ruby?
Well, the fire department had one call, and that was to a structural fire, and they were assisted by Sandy Mush and Cliffside. And on my birthday calendar, I got Bill Mays and Una Beam having birthdays. Hope they have a nice day. And the signs are in the feet today and going to the head tomorrow. And that's all I got, Jim.
Thanks, Ruby. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Well, the Braves were rained out last night, so they postponed that. They have a doubleheader set up for today. First game begins at 1:35, and we'll join that game in progress following the Rush Limbaugh the Rush Limbaugh show today. And the game will follow that one. We'll carry those through the evening as well. And Friday night, we have high school football action live, and I'll tell you about that one in just a moment.
It's a for sure thing. Sisk Family Ford in Forest City is earning a quality reputation for offering an attractive inventory of new and used cars and trucks. If you want a new Ford truck, you'll be a smart shopper to let Sisk Family Ford quote you a deal. From a car for the newlywed to the car for the large family, let the Sisk Family Company help your family get the best deal. Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Now we're going up to Rumbling Ball, and Steve standing by up there to give us a report from the beautiful section of Lake Lure. Good morning.
Good morning, Jim. It is beautiful up here, if you can see it. It's pretty soppy out there right now. We got 1.25 inches of rain overnight. We got a serious thunderstorm come through here around late afternoon, and it kind of misty, rainy for the rest of the night. And our power went out for a time off of Buffalo Creek Road for about an hour and a half, I believe. But they quickly resolved that issue. So hour and a half for a power line on a tree, the power line laying on the road, that's not bad.
It's not bad timing.
No. So, but at least it was late afternoon when most of the traffic was already where they were going to be. And it was kind of in an area where a lesser travel road, Buffalo Creek Road beyond, going towards Cedar Creek Road that way. But except for my midnight guy here, he was trying to get through there and couldn't. But anyway, it's that was pretty much the extent of our activities yesterday. We didn't get the thunder boomers till after going home time for me, so that was good for me at least.
Yeah.
Not for our second watch guys that had to deal with all the phone calls for the power outages. But everything's restored and everything's back in order this morning. We'll be looking for some downed trees and some of the lesser travel roads that haven't been reported, which hopefully we won't find any. But I guess this is all prep work for next week whenever the remnants of the hurricane come through here, if they do.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll turn its way.
Yeah, we don't need another disaster.
Florida may get hit, though, you think?
Well, boy, I'll tell you what, we have some housekeepers here that were very busy yesterday, some independent contractors. All their Florida home people that lived there part-time, they were coming up. So they were busy getting those places ready. So,
I'll bet.
Yeah, one had 10 houses she had to do. So they're very busy, and there's a lot of folks probably going to be coming up this weekend. So,
well, all this rain, what kind of effect does this rain early this time of year play with the leaves color this year?
I don't know. You can get too much rain, from what I understand. A little bit of dryness, I think, kind of brings out the color. But if it's drought conditions like last year, it won't be good. So if it, I wish I could say more. I try to learn it every year, but it doesn't. I don't seem to pick. I don't think people really know.
Well, I don't know either. Forecasters say that we can expect an average season for fall leaves, but a college professor up at Appalachian State University, a biology professor, Howard Neufeld, says a moderate summer with rain and no drought could help bring out the colors. So He's guessing at it as well.
What was his last name? Leafeld?
Neufeld.
Oh, okay.
Neufeld. Neufeld.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll hope for a beautiful fall environment around here. We could, after last year, we deserve it.
Yep. It's nice to see them. It's not nice to have to rake them when they fall in your yard, but it's nice to see them.
Yes, it is.
Listen, you have a great day up there, and we'll check back in with you on Thursday.
Okay, Jim.
Thanks, Steve. Bye-bye. That's Steve up at Romney Ball, their security gatehouse there. And across the road over here at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supplies, they do have a large selection of good used farm equipment. If you're looking for something like that, go see Farmer's Friend before you do anything else. And they are stocked. They have mineral blocks, all your food plot supplies, and much, much more. Deer corn shell are in the cob. They also have deer apples. They're in over there as well. So, deer hunters, your attention should be turning to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton. If you want to give them a call, do that. 287-3272. 287-3272. They already open over there. Their hours are normally 7:30 to 5:30, but they've been opening early, and on Saturday 7:30 to 2 o'clock. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supplies, Whiteside Road in Rutherfordton.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
All right, let's head toward Hudlow now. Bob Hodge is standing by to give us a news report from that beautiful community. Bob, good morning.
Well, good morning.
You feeling good this morning, Bob?
Oh, we're doing good this morning there.
Good.
Yeah, we had some horse showers of rain out of them storms there last night there. Time or two, like a toad strangler out here. So.
Yeah. We had a lot of lightning and thunder as well during ours. Did you get that?
Yeah. It wasn't too bad or storms, but we got a lot of rain out of it there. But look like it's going to be much better next few days there. Going to cool off, too.
Yeah,
Seems
beautiful.
like get a little fall feeling here in the morning parts here.
Beautiful weekend coming up.
Yeah. But what about that Hurricane Irma there? It's turning towards Florida, so...
She's so mixed up right now. I don't think she knows exactly where she's going, and neither do the weather folks. They're sort of guessing at it right now and preparing for the worst, but they don't know.
Well, I guess you got to prepare for the worst, but Looks like it's going to hit somewhere along the coastline there. So
sure does.
So
they're preparing for it anyway.
Yeah.
I hope it's not as bad as Harvey.
Yeah, but I don't know. Looks like by the weekend they'll probably know there.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, up here, it's been quiet during the night. No fire or wreck calls for the fire department. Want to say happy birthday to Clora Samuels and also Ronnie Green this morning. And Jim, that's about it. Things are running along good and quiet up here, and maybe it'll stay that way during the day. And so you take care and have a good day over there.
Well, I appreciate it. You have a good one too, and keep us posted, and we'll check with you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We got the commission report this morning at 8:35. We'll talk about what they talked about last night, right here live in the Blue Room with the chairman. The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304. When you're looking for something to beautify your house, look at the floors. Sometimes they can tell more about your house than anything. Carpet worn, floors beat up. Maybe it's time to call Southern Carpet. They have a great selection. A beautiful, beautiful hardwood. It's beautiful, beautiful carpet over there as well. They got more on hand ready to install, higher quality floor products than anybody else you'd think about. Nothing compares to their personalized in-store attention you get either. Never any pressure, never any push you in the wall to make you decide something right now. They'll help you walk through the process of deciding what's best for your budget, what's best for your traffic flow into your house, the in and out. If it's a sitting room where it's just there for beauty, they can help you with that. Or if it's a high trafficked area, let Southern Carpet go to work for you. They've been doing this a long time, since 1993, so they know the process of helping you get the right floors in your house. Go see them at 1512 West Main Street or phone them at 245-0310. That would be Southern Carpet. Now over in Cherry Mountain Fire District is where Sue Price keeps her eye on things for us, and she's here to report this morning. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Jim.
Raining over there?
Well, I don't think it is, but we sure did get a lot last night. Bad storm.
Mm-hmm.
That lightning was pretty scary for a while. But anyway, we got through it. We didn't lose our power. That was a good thing. But we got a lot of rain. Hard showers. And I've got 65 degrees this morning to start with, so that's not bad out there. And I didn't have any calls from the fire department. I meant to tell you yesterday, I enjoyed the music Saturday. Not Saturday, Labor Day.
Yeah, Labor Day, well, good.
Labor Day, that was good.
Lou did a good job programming that for us.
She did. I heard a lot of songs I hadn't heard in a long time.
Yeah, that's good.
It was real good. And let's see, I have only one birthday today, and it's on First Broad's calendar for Faye Booth, so hope Faye will have a good day. And in my announcements, the Mount Pleasant Church up in Golden Valley, the youth group is going to sponsor a hot dog and yard sale Saturday the 9th, start at 7 p.m., and that'll be at the Golden Valley Community Clubhouse. So come on up and find you some treasures and get you a good hot dog. Bostic area yard sale coming up Saturday, September 23rd, 8 to 1 at the Bostic Lincoln Center on the green. You can reserve a space by calling 828-245-9800. Provide your own table for a $5 donation. Benefits the building fund. And so far, Jim, that's the only announcements I have. It's just quiet and calm over this way and looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one.
Thanks, Sue. You enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Right, bye.
Bye-bye.
It's 7:33 here on this Wednesday morning, Hump Day Wednesday, and we're glad you're tuned in. We're being kind to Sheila Whiteside. Sheila is the office manager at OBGYN, and she lives in Shiloh and is celebrating a birthday today.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC. We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for a city.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for a city. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
Well, school's back in session, as you know. Kids have ball practice, dance classes. Everybody's busy. It seems everyone's going in a million different directions, doesn't it? Well, it's a perfect time to call on Gregory's for a delicious family-style meal that the whole family can enjoy. Monday through Thursday, you have your choice of a pasta dish and salad, plus breadsticks that will feed 4 to 6 people for only $29.95. It takes a big load off of your shoulders, doesn't it? And you can always rest assured if it comes from Gregory's Kitchens, it will be good. $29.95 plus tax. Choose from baked spaghetti, ravioli, fettuccine, Alfredo, baked ziti. You can sit down to a comfortable meal with your family with family-style meal or take it home with you to enjoy it. If it's from Gregory's, you'll enjoy it. Visit Gregory's in the Park Lane Plaza, Rutherfordton. The phone number to call and ask more about this family meal, call 287-2171. That's 287-2171. Or if you're over there for lunch today, ask them about that. It's something you might want to do for your family. Family meals are important. Sit down together. It seems like it's a lost art anymore in some homes, but family meals together are important. They can make a difference in a lifestyle many times. All right, let's head up toward Union Mills and get the Kelly report from Brenda Kelly. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you on this wonderful wet Wednesday?
Boy, it has all of the above, right?
It is.
Did you get stormy last night?
Oh, goodness. It started raining, let's see. While the news was on yesterday afternoon, I can't remember if it was the national news or if it was the last segment of Channel 13 news, but it thundered and lightning, the wind blowed, and it was still doing that when I went to bed last night about 9 o'clock or a little bit after.
Yeah, it hung around a while. It
did, yeah. And we got 2.5 inches of rain out of it.
Wow. Now that is heavy rain.
It's pouring down rain right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting anything. We always just a light mist.
It's a rain and it's a bouncing off of that tin roof on the porch.
Well, that's good sleeping though, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I don't sleep on the porch.
Yeah, but I mean, when you hear that rain.
Yeah. When it.
A tin roof.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it drowns out all the racket. It just sort of lulls you to sleep. It's like singing a lullaby.
Yeah. Lullaby and good night.
Roses, bambino, go to sleep, don't you cry. Oh, me. But
good.
Anyway, I've got. Do what?
That's good.
I've got 66 degrees on the front porch, and like I said, we had no, that's not right. I've got 60 degrees on the front porch. I'm reading the wrong thing. And I had 2.5 inches of rain. I'll get it right here in a minute. Birthdays today: Ronnie Lynch, Dorothy Scott, James Moore, Megan Kastner, and Trace Obar. On Round Hill, I don't think I have any. No, I don't have any on Round Hill. So we hope these people have a great old big day on their special day. And in ways of announcements, RS Central Girls Class of 1962. When you say that, it seems like it was a lifetime ago. are going to meet this Friday, September the 8th, 11:30 at Don's Italian on Oakland Road, and it's a buffet lunch, $7.99, and it's a Dutch treat's what I'm trying to think of. So anybody that wants to that was of the class of 1962 is welcome to come and join us for a meal.
1962.
1962. That's a long time ago.
Well, that's a long time ago.
You don't even remember that, do you?
My goodness, that's a long time ago.
55 years ago, if I'm correct.
Oh,
I remember when we was in high school, Mr. C.N. Womack was our principal, and he'd say, you need to get your yearbooks. 40 years down the road, you'll see somebody, or you'll think, well, who was that? And you have to look them up in your yearbook. He said, you need to get your yearbook.
That's right.
And I thought, 40 years, that was 2 lifetimes back then.
Well, I tell you, it's amazing when you see somebody from your class, and they say, "Oh, I was at school with you." And I said, "Say what?"
Yeah. Who are you?
Yeah. It's amazing to me when I see students that I taught when I was teaching school, and they'll come and say, "You were my teacher in the 7th grade."
Oh, so you taught school?
Yeah, I taught 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't like that?
Well, Uncle Sam was drafting me in the service, so I had to leave it.
Oh, okay. So you had to give it up and go do your duty.
Go do my duty, yeah. So.
That's right. Oh,
yeah, I enjoyed teaching. I love that age group.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So now you've just been a man of many hats, aren't you?
Well, I don't know if they're worth anything or not, but
teach and sing and radio announcer and all that good stuff. I still say you ought to run for president. See, you're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We got a buffet breakfast at the Goopy School Community Center. Starts at 7 a.m. and goes to 10 a.m. and that's Saturday the 9th. Adults is $6. Kids 6 to 12, $3. 6 and under eat free. It's all you can eat. Sausage, bacon, liver mush, gravy, and biscuits, and all the trimmings and proceeds go to help rebuild the old Gilkey School. Also, at the same time, you can have a yard sale outside, but you have to furnish your own table. For information, call 429-9075, and they'll get you fixed right up. And I think that's all the announcements I've got. So I would like to announce one. It's a ways off, but this way everybody can get ready and mark it on the calendar. On November the 4th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's on a Saturday. We're going to have a carver reunion at the Spindale House in Spindale, and it's a covered dish or a well-filled picnic basket or whatever. So all you carvers, Sansings, and Smiths, and everybody else out there that was kin to the carvers, get ready. We're going to have one.
Carvers and the Sansings related?
Oh, yeah. My daddy's sister was married to a carver.
Okay.
Yeah, my first cousins are carvers and Smiths and all kind of other people. I can't remember all their names.
Related to the Joneses?
I don't know if we kin to the Joneses or not. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. I just know they, back in them days, they had 11 kids. So, and then when they married off, we was kin to people down in Gaffney. I can't remember. Her name was Margaret, but I can't remember her. I think it was Margaret. And Jacksons, we was kin to the Jacksons from down in Inman, and just all kind of people.
You may have some rich cousins in there if you keep looking.
I had some rich people, but that didn't help me none.
They didn't share that wealth, huh?
No, but that don't matter. We're still chip off the same old block.
That's right. Still happy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
If you're happy and you know it, say amen.
Amen. Brenda, you have a wonderful day.
You have a good one. We'll catch you later.
See you. Bye-bye. Brenda Kelly reporting out of Union Mills this morning at 7:41, and we'll get to our next phone call right after this. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the state of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697. You know, the facts about the Miracle Ear Genius 2.0 is very, very impressive. If you're to the point in your life where you need to be thinking about a hearing instrument to aid you in hearing, check on those Miracle Ear Genius 2.0 facts. The advanced technology, the high-def sound quality adapts to your surroundings automatically, and that's a new improvement. Zeroes in on conversations while reducing distracting background noise. It cuts out the embarrassing whistling that can occur in various situations. The Genius Control app also allows patients to control the sound from their smartphone. Amazing facts about this Miracle Ear Genius 2.0. Talk to Lisa Terry about that. She's a hearing specialist locally, has an office at Forest City and Shelby, and she'd be glad to show you the details and the specifics of it, or other instruments as well. But this Miracle Ear Genius 2.0 is amazing. Forest City office is 368-4126. Shelby is 704-750-0215. And she's in the Forest City office on Tuesdays and Thursdays or other times by appointment. And there's somebody there in Forest City every day, I think, to help you set up a time to come by and see Lisa, the hearing specialist for Miracle Ear in Forest City and in Shelby. 43 minutes after 7 o'clock, cloudy skies here this morning. We may get some more rain. There's a 70% chance of it, but that 70% could mean of what we've gotten already, but we'll see. And a 40% chance tonight. Tonight, it is right now on the books. It's clearing off and being sunny for the rest of the weekend. Now, Irma may change things, but right now that's our plan, to have sunny weather for the weekend. So hope you enjoy your outdoor activities. And we're going over to Ellenboro now and talk with Mr. Sweet Thing, Luther Gilligan. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I stayed aside and didn't melt.
Good for you.
Because it's been sort of damp outside the last few hours. Yeah. Since about 7 o'clock last night.
We'd have hated to have scooped you up and all that melt and put you back in the freezer to freeze you back over again.
Yeah, well, that might work. Keep melting. But it's a quiet morning this morning. Not a whole lot going on. Got the light rain. Everybody's just heading into work. Middle of the week already. Well, we're one day already in the middle of the week. So not bad. But I'd say it's quiet. Fire department only had one call yesterday. had a power line down there on Bradley Loop Road. Other than that, things just going on this morning. But we want to wish happy birthday to Miss Una Bain this morning. She's up at Friday restaurant here in Boston. So all people up there wish Miss Una happy birthday today. And let's see, all we're doing now is wait for spare. We got 13 days to go.
Bring it on.
To be here.
Bring it on.
I'm ready for it.
Bring on the
Get all
funnel
the
cakes.
funnel cakes, the corn, and all that stuff. And I'm just waiting for it. But nothing else going on down here, Jeff. You have a great day up there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Luther, thank you very much. I'll see you then. Time for birthdays and anniversaries for this 6th day of September. Birthdays can be called in now. The cleared lines are open for you. 287-3356. Birthdays and anniversaries. And we'll give away some Daylight Donuts from Granny B's coming up here in just a few moments. Birthdays and anniversaries are up next.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
I want to brag on Hutchins Pest Control for just a moment. Honest, dependable, on-time service. Now, Tim Hutchins is the owner, along with his family, Chad, Charlie, and Emily. They've been voted best in pest control for 6 years. If you have a pest control problem, or if you want to take care of it before it becomes a problem, call on Hutchins Pest Control. 34 years experience, and with their family name behind what they do, you can be sure it'll be done right. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control. Here's the phone number. 287-5171, 287-5171. Hutchins Pest Control. Honest, dependable, and on time.
Hello, this is Phyllis with Loveless Financial Group. Today I want to talk to you about a CD alternative. With rates at the bank averaging less than 1%, how can you earn at least 3% for 60 months? We check rates every Monday to see what is the best rate. Let's look at real money, not interest rates. $100,000 at 3%, the annual return is $3,000. $100,000 at a half of a percent is $500. So which do you want? Call me to set up a time to see if we can't help you get more income for you and your family. You can start with as little as $5,000, and you can add to this account at any time. With 35 years in the financial business, I've been helping people make the most with their money, and certainly for me, our friends, our clients, our family members have been a blessing to our business. If I can help you, or if you want to know more information, call me at Loveless Financial Group, 431 South Main Street in Rutherfordton, 828-288-1378. This is Phyllis saying bye for now.
There's really something to crow about. It's the Daylight Donuts from Granny B's in Spindale. Get yours today. While they're fresh, they're good, they're delicious. It's Daylight Donuts. It's something to crow about. We're being kind to Sheila Whiteside today. She lives in Shiloh, works as office manager at OBGYN. Want to wish her a happy birthday. We have a couple of twins having birthdays today. Blake and Austin Parker over at Ruth. They're 11 today. Want to wish those twins a happy. And also Marlene Pintup and Charlene Dell are twins having birthdays today. Jennifer Anderson is also celebrating a birthday. Ashley Wilson is 25 over at Rutherfordton. Ronnie Green up in Cane Creek celebrating. Connie Walker, Cane Creek postmaster at lives in Forest City, also is celebrating a birthday today. Ronnie Lynch La Donuts in just a moment from Granny B's.
Why Prayers Are Unanswered, John Lavender retells a story about Norman Vincent Peale. When Peale was a boy, he found a big black cigar, slipped into an alley, and lit up. It didn't taste good, but it made him feel very grown up until he saw his father coming. Quickly, he put the cigar behind his back and tried to be casual. Desperate to divert his father's attention, Norman pointed to a billboard advertising the circus. "Can we go, Dad? Please, let's go when it comes to town." His father's reply taught Norman a lesson that he never forgot. "Son," he answered quietly but firmly, "never make a petition while at the same time trying to hide a smoldering disobedience." God is not obligated to answer the prayer of any person who refuses to confess known sin. This may be a surprise to many people, but it is deeply rooted in Scripture. God may answer out of his loving kindness, but he is under no obligation. The psalmist captured this same thought when he said, "God would not have listened if I had not confessed my sins." Confession of sin and answered prayer go hand in hand. In the model prayer Jesus gave us, confession of personal sins against God and others is an integral part of our prayer life. If we desire continued answers to prayer, then we must exercise the humbling art of confession. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living.
And congratulations to Ronnie Green up in Cane Creek. Ronnie is the winner of the cake this morning. So, not a cake, De La Donuts. I've been doing cake for so many years. De La Donuts from Granny B's. And Ronnie, you're going to love those De La Donuts, I guarantee you. Stop by here. We'll have that certificate ready for you. Well, coming up next hour, we'll have the commissioner in, chairman of the county commissioners, talk about what they talked about last night, about 8:35 this morning, plus a lot of other stuff to put in. Don't go anywhere.
Heaven on earth, that's what you made for me. Since the day we met, heaven on earth, it's all been so thrilling. I never can forget. Heaven on earth, alone with an angel, is living in dreams come true. Heaven on earth, I know that it happens only when I'm with you. Like a star, it twinkles high above me. Numbered wise,
I'm Mike Rayleigh with winds reaching 185 miles per hour this morning. Hurricane Irma is hitting the Northeast Caribbean hard. Meteorologist Craig Allen.
All the northern sections of the Leeward Islands are going to be affected by this storm. It has passed over Antigua and Barbuda, and it is a mess
massive, powerful storm, the eye going directly over those islands.
Meanwhile, Irma is making a beeline for Puerto Rico after slamming into those islands he mentioned. CBS News correspondent Tony Docabel is in San Juan.
The winds are already starting to pick up, and later today, within hours, the eye of the storm is expected to be about 50 miles off of this coast, battering the capital of Puerto Rico. Hotels are folding up their operations. Stores in town are boarded up or completely stripped clean of supplies.
As we watch to see what Hurricane Irma will do, state officials are starting to prepare and asking everyone else to do the same. State Emergency Management Director Mike Sprayberry says they are not taking any chances and are working with other agencies.
We're also staying in close contact with my colleagues in South Carolina and Virginia. We want to make sure that our efforts are synchronized. For instance, if we have an evacuation in the Outer Banks, we want to make sure that we're well synchronized with southeastern Virginia. Same thing happening down in South Carolina.
The chairman of the North Carolina Republican Party has condemned a social media post by a mayoral candidate that listed her skin color among her qualifications. Kimberly Barnett is one of 3 candidates in next week's mayoral primary in Charlotte. The state environmental agency said Tuesday it's acting to suspend a key permit allowing an operation of a Chemours Company plant near Fayetteville that employs nearly 1,000 workers. The Wilmington, Delaware-based company can't release any wastewater into the Cape Fear River without the permit. You're listening to NCN News.
Sometimes the simplest things can make the biggest difference. An extra pair of hands, a smile, or a shoulder. At North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, we feel the same about home and auto coverage, affordable rates, trusted service, and local agents. After all, making one simple difference in your life helps you make a big difference in another's. Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
NCJobsNow.com wanted to know what was driving so many folks to our website, so we asked North Carolinians what a new job would mean for them.
A new job would mean being motivated again and a new challenge.
A new job could give me more flexible hours so I can look after my kids.
I'm 22, so a new job would mean my first job.
A fresh start.
More money. A chance to use new skills.
Whether you're looking for your first job or your 15th, visit NCJobsNow.com and start applying today. NCJobsNow.com.
As Hillary Clinton begins a new campaign to sell her new book, she tries to explain what happened last year. CBS News correspondent Deborah Rodriguez.
In her new book, Hillary Clinton lays part of the blame on Bernie Sanders for her loss in last year's presidential race. In excerpts posted to social media, she says that since she and Sanders agreed on most policy issues, his attacks on her character made it harder to unify progressives in the general election and paved the way for President Trump's crooked Hillary campaign. Clinton says she felt like she was in a straitjacket because both the Democratic Party and her own campaign urged her not to hit back against Sanders for fear of alienating his supporters.
A Franklin County man suspected of shooting and killing 2 people, including a 17-year-old high school student, has turned himself in to authorities. Charles Devontae Perry Pender surrendered Tuesday and is charged with at least 1 count of murder. Young immigrants without documented authorization to live in the U.S. rallied in Raleigh on Tuesday, vowing to fight back against the Trump administration's decision to end DACA. Jorge Garcia said,
being able to stay here, work until I die, because I don't have a life in Mexico. I cannot go back. I don't want to go back because there's nothing there for me.
The Louvre in Paris claims to be the most visited museum in the world, and now it's expanding to the east.
It's billing itself as the first universal museum in the Arab world. The Louvre will open in Abu Dhabi on November 11th, 10 years after the prestigious Paris Museum announced the plan. Inspired by the architecture and traditions of the United Arab Emirates, the new museum was designed by French architect Jean Nouvel. Displays will range from the ancient to the modern and will include long-term loans from the Louvre in Paris.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
All you ever need in news, weather, sports, and the best blend of the oldies is right here on the mighty 590 WCAB.
From ABC News,
I'm Sherry Preston. Category 5 Hurricane Irma is battering the Caribbean on its way toward Florida. The eye wall of the storm, one of the strongest ever formed in the Atlantic. Now it's over St. Martin, making its way to Puerto Rico. Rachel Sherritt is on St. Martin with a friend and regretting her decision not to evacuate.
The wind is blowing. I would say it sounds very similar to a freight train kind of running through the building.
I'm Lindsay Janis in San Juan, Puerto Rico, where we are awaiting the arrival of Hurricane Irma. This morning, local media warning people here not to be fooled by a relatively calm start to the day. The dangerous winds and rains and waves are coming.
Next up, Florida. ABC's Jim Ryan is in Miami.
Gasoline has suddenly become a precious commodity as consumers try to anticipate a few days without electricity and fill their tanks now. Gas stations from here in Miami to Naples on Florida's Gulf Coast are running out of fuel. Pump prices had not settled back from their Harvey spikes and are now rising here in South Florida again.
Minutes ago, Florida Governor Rick Scott told people to be ready.
This is a massive storm. Water could cover your house, so I want everybody to understand the importance of this. This is bigger than Andrew. Andrew, we just had the 25th anniversary. This is bigger than Andrew. It will have more storm surge than Andrew, and it sure looks like it's going to barrel right down in the middle of the state of Florida.
Protesters rallied late into the night. Say it clear. Against President Trump's decision to end the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, or DACA, President Trump says he is putting the needs of U.S. citizens first. Congress must now begin negotiating a new solution for the roughly 800,000 people who receive DACA protections. They have got 6 months. It's become just one task on a large to-do list for lawmakers. The House starts working on Hurricane Harvey relief package today. Also on the table this month, raising the debt ceiling and passing a new budget. You're listening to ABC News.
This is a special announcement for all Americans who owe back taxes to the IRS or state. Pay attention. There's a special toll-free hotline set up especially for you. This hotline will give you free information on how you can legally reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call the Taxpayer Hotline today at 800-441-1943. Grab a pen or put the number in your cell phone, 800-441-1943. You'll speak with qualified professionals who'll tell you how to stop the collection calls, IRS letters, bank levies, and wage garnishments. And they'll deal directly with the IRS on your behalf, so you don't have to. Even if you haven't filed returns or you already are in a payment plan, you can still get relief. New IRS settlement policies have opened the doors for a fresh start. But hurry, this won't last forever, and your tax problem will only get worse if you do nothing or try to handle it yourself. It makes a big difference in who you call. So call the Taxpayer Hotline today for free information. 800-441-1943. 800-441-1943.
Brought to you by South Coast Tax.
The Boston Red Sox have reportedly admitted to Major League Baseball they improperly used the Apple Watch to steal signals from the Yankees, who filed a complaint last month with the commissioner's office. Sign sealing is allowed, but using electronic assistance is not. For the first time in more than 3 decades, a sitting U.S. senator is going on trial for bribery. ABC's Aaron Katersky has the story from New Jersey.
Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey has always maintained his innocence.
These allegations are false, and I am confident they will be proven false, and I look forward to doing so in court.
Federal prosecutors accuse Menendez of taking flights on a private jet, vacations in a Paris hotel and Caribbean villa, and hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign contributions from a Florida eye doctor. In exchange, they said, the senator tried to help him with a contract dispute, a Medicare dispute, and visas for the doctor's girlfriends. Menendez has said he was helping a friend. Prosecutors said even friends can be found guilty of corruption. Aaron Katersky, ABC News, New York.
An Illinois police officer helping to deliver a baby. That's not really a big deal, but something police officers do all the time. This time, Rockford, Illinois police officer James Nakakanchik delivered his own kid. Girlfriend called while he was on duty, saying that her water had broken and she was going into labor. On the way to the hospital, she said she couldn't wait, so they pulled into a hotel parking lot, and the baby boy named Leo was born. The officer says police have to perform under pressure all the time, and that's just what he did. This is ABC News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. Get free of credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and medical bills. Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Don't go bankrupt. You'll have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 866-844-7344. That's 866-844-7344.
I'm Sherry.
A front moving through will leave us mostly cloudy, breezy, and much cooler today with a good chance of showers and thunderstorms at times. Those should be diminishing later in the afternoon or evening. We'll have highs around 70 to 75. Then tonight we'll see decreasing cloudiness, although some pockets of low clouds or fog are possible. We'll have lows in the upper 40s to mid-50s. On Thursday, high pressure building in will leave us mostly sunny to sunny. It'll be mild and much less humid. Highs tomorrow around 72 to 77. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
We're still cloudy and still 65, and it's raining in some sections of the county. Not here, but in some sections. They're getting some heavy rains even now, but we're expecting maybe some off and on showers throughout the day today. And tonight, a 40% chance in clearing out of here by tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, mostly sunny. Cooler at night, around 54. At nighttime, 73 to 75 throughout the daytime on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Sunday, 73 and mostly sunny. Rain returns to the forecast next week, and percentages are very small, 40% chance, and wind gusting to 22 miles an hour Monday night. So the wind's getting up also. Irma may affect us to some degree. We don't know yet how much, but we'll keep watching that, see what kind of pattern she makes and how far inland it may come. But we'll watch that, see if it does affect us here in the Carolinas to some degree. Right now, again, cloudy and 65 degrees here at WCAB in Rutherfordton. Congratulations to Ronnie Green of Cane Creek. Ronnie won the Daylight Donuts this morning in random drawing. And we're being kind to Sheila Whiteside, lives in Shiloh, is the office manager of OBGYN. I want to wish her a happy birthday. Now, I've got some news from here and there this morning, plus 8:35 this morning schedule. I have in the studio with me the chairman of the County Commissioners, Mr. Brian King, to talk about what they talked about last night. So you can be a part of that conversation if you'll stay tuned right here.
I know what I want from my energy company. I want to know that my power is always on and that my energy is cleaner, safer, and affordable. That's why as a Duke Energy lineman, I'm working hard to make that possible. I feel honored to serve our community. It's a good feeling knowing that I'm helping to build a smarter, reliable energy future for all of us, for my family and for yours.
The daily career include Kentucky is facing other possible larceny charges in connection with his arrest on Monday by the Lake Lure Police Department. According to police reports from Lake Lure, Officer Alan Green received a stolen vehicle alert from Rutherford County Communications. Green, who patrolling at 3 individuals in the vehicle who stated that they had just across the road from the entrance to the campground. Green then went immediately and recovered the stolen vehicle. It was at this time he sensed a connection with the occupants of the Cadillac and radioed Corporal Carl Umplett. And Umplett located the Cadillac being driven on Highway 9 passing Ingalls and pulled them over for an investigative purpose. Upon interview, the occupants of the Cadillac, Corporal Umplett noticed a marijuana cigarette on the console. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Deputy took over custody of the stolen vehicle, and Green went en route to the traffic stop. Story indicating there are volunteers working in the Texas aftermath. Bruce Button of Chimney Rock, a volunteer with the Billy Graham Rapid Response Team, who's on the side in the devastated Hurricane Harvey areas Tuesday morning. He said it was frustrating. In Texas for approximately 3 weeks, Button, Chimney Rock Fire Department chaplain, has been called by the Rapid Response Team more than 35 times in the past 5 years. And he's July, then Rutherford County. Rutherford's jobless rate is highest since March 27. Are jobs available? People just won't go get them. There are a lot of jobs out there, employment signs everywhere. Hiring may not be a top-level management CEO job, but there are entry-level jobs for many folks who will just go get them. I understand it's easy to accept the unemployment for a while, but it doesn't help you in the long run. So if you can get a job, get that job. Get a job. Boom, boom. That's the old song it used to be. 11 minutes after 8 o'clock, over in McDowell County, a man and woman from Marion, a 50-year-old James Penland and 45-year-old Rebecca Tessner, are charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. According to his legal guardians, McDowell she's involved in drugs. Funeral services Monday for a woman. He married Matthew Phelps there in November of 2016. Her obituary identifies her by maiden name and makes no mention of Phelps. He will make his first court appearance about today, or yesterday actually, about 24 hours after her memorial service ended. Police arrested Phelps early Friday morning, and he spent the weekend in the Wake County slammer with no bond. The 28-year-old told a 911 dispatcher he believes he killed his wife but was not aware of what happened. He blamed cough medicine for a loss of consciousness. Phelps said during the 911 call, "I had a dream," and Phelps told the over-the-counter medicine is for people with high blood pressure. "I know it can make you feel good, and a lot of times I can't sleep at night, so I took some," he said. He said he didn't know when he took the medicine or what happened next. He said he was unaware of what time it was when he woke up or when he called with sadness about her death. "She totally didn't deserve this. Why, he said. Took too much cough syrup. Made him kill his wife." Well, another story out of Raleigh about the Robert E. Lee controversy. A descendant of Confederate General Robert E. Lee has stepped down as pastor of a North Carolina church after negative reactions to his comments supporting race justice during an MTV award show. The general's distant nephew, the Reverend Robert W. Lee IV, issued a statement this week saying he resigned from Bethany United Church of Christ in Winston-Salem after the congregation decided to put his tenure to a vote. He said some church members were uncomfortable with his remarks praising the Black Lives Matter movement during the August 27th MTV Video Music Awards. He was introducing the mother of Heather Heyer, who was killed during demonstrations over a Robert E. Lee statue in Charlottesville, Virginia. Lee also used the televised remarks to lament that his ancestor has become a symbol of racism. "We have made my ancestor an idol of white supremacy, racism, and hate," he said. "As a pastor, it is my moral duty to speak out against racism, America's original sin." The Women's March and Heather Heyer, as the filings didn't respond to the message, seek divinity school and was appointed pastor. Each with almost 4 decades of the regional aspect of his program and service. HOCF, Hospice of the Carolina Foothills, has offices in Landrum, Columbus, and Forest City. HOCF operates an 18-suite inpatient and residential unit in Forest City and a 12-bed inpatient unit in Landrum. HOCF also serves hospice and palliative care patients in homes and assisted and skilled nursing facilities throughout the area. So we congratulate Rita Birch and her staff over there. Rita will be the CEO of Hospice of Rutherford. 29 years she has been, and the merged organization believes in adopting
your car to Tri-City Tire Service. Brakes, tires, alignments, inspections, oil changes, and now Tri-City Tire is your complete exhaust service station. Commercial and farm tires are available at Tri-City Tire, and they are Rutherford County's #1 dealership for interstate batteries, offering 24-hour roadside service. Tri-City Tire is proud to announce they will now offer U-Haul trucks, trailers, towing equipment, support rental items, and in-store pickup for boxes. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 7:30 to 1. Tri-City Tire on the corner of Mountain Street and Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Their number is 287-8778. That's 287-8.
The regular boring hospital sheets, and they've the Hurricane. It folds and is adjustable, and is for $30.57. We also have lift chairs available. One in particular we have has heat and massage, so come in and try us out. It's a gorgeous walnut color, and it's cloth. Come see us at the Home Medical Department at Smith's Drugs in Forest City.
Getting your taxes done efficiently and precisely are so important. The least mistake can hurt you terribly. Take the stress off your tax preparation this year with the professional accounting services of Roger Jolly and Central Tax Services. Central Tax offers electronic filing, multi-state returns, and what we all like, fast refunds.
The meals for your family that they enjoy eating, but yet you want to save money at the same time, then you'll be interested in knowing that Jay's Discount Grocery welcomes you. Yeah, if you're buying a resale shop, Jay's has jobs, coop steaks without busting your budget completely. Then go to Jay's, pick them out. Fresh cut, fresh daily. Now they're open Thursdays, Monday through Thursdays, 8 to 7, Fridays and Saturdays, 8 to 8. And they'll welcome you anytime. Jay's Discount Grocery, Oak Street, Forest City. Visit them today or call them 38204.
He reestablished the United States pace. He has taken bold action to restore prosperity, keep Americans safe and secure, and hold government accountable.
He has signed more than 40 bills and nearly 40 executive orders on everything from health care to energy, infrastructure, and more. In addition, he has signed more laws to slash through federal red tape than any president in American history. His increase in defense spending is the greatest investment in military readiness since the days of President Reagan. The American citizens now have a priority and opportunity for all.
Report from the Sheriff's Department.
Moving to arrest reports. Stephanie Robbins was arrested on a failure to comply. Robert David, failure to comply on a misdemeanor, fugitive of other state. Richard Littlejohn, failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Eric Hansley, extradition, fugitive of other state. Charles Glenn Bradley, Sr., arrested possession of Schedule 4 controlled substance, resisting a public officer. Candace Shade, arrested for assault with deadly weapon and injury to a personal property. And Wendy Jamison was arrested for shoplifting and concealment of goods.
90, also on Northland Cable.
Leaves, and they say they can expect an average season, and the drought could help bring out the colors. Neufeld said it's been a fairly moderate summer with pretty good rain, no drought, and moderate temperatures. He said if there are clear days into September and succession of very cool nights and sunny days, that will bring out the red colors. The fall foliage forecast appears to be a lot brighter than last year. Long periods of heat and drought in the spring and summer of 2016 created spotty color show, so they think perhaps with the weather we've been having might just bring out the fall colors. Stand by, we have an update on sports coming up, and then the commission report here live from the Blue Room.
Sports, I'm Josh Zach. Alabama number 2, followed by Clemson. Thomas Cirque, a quarterback this week, as number 9 to a transfer from Duke, gave the team a big boost when he got off the ground. He could have laid down in a loss to James Madison. Cam Newton's not worried about the ground or his surgically repaired shoulder as they head into Sunday's opener at San Francisco. On Tuesday, the Panthers quarterback told sports writers he's ready for the opener with no restrictions. And he talked about the promising prospect of dropping back in the pocket and seeing options like Greg Olsen, Kelvin Benjamin, rookies Curtis Samuel, and Christian McCaffrey downfield.
I mean, it's scary. It's scary to even think about it, but, you know, it's up to me to execute. You know, just take what the defense gives me. It's going to be different for me because of certain things that's asked of me, but yet I still see the sameness in our offense.
And during yesterday's wide-ranging interview, Cam also riffed on Colin Kaepernick. He talked about his little brother Kalen's performance against UNLV and the physical fitness of Christian McCaffrey and Greg Olsen.
It's like that Caucasian effect at the skill position for us. The Caucasian guys we have on our team does an unbelievable job with preparing their body.
The Panthers hope to erase fans' memories of last year's 6-10 record when they open the season Sunday in San Francisco. Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott has lost his appeal of a 6-game suspension, but he'll play in the opener Sunday against the Giants. A judge, meanwhile, is expected to rule by Friday on Elliott's request for a temporary restrainment of the order. If it's denied and no further legal action is taken, Elliott's suspension would start in Week 2 at Denver. This is NCN Sports.
Attention landowners, would you like to be able to cover your tax bill or start generating additional income for you and your family? Hi, I'm Buck Robinson, one of the co-founders of Outdoor Access. Outdoor Access helps landowners by making their land available to our carefully screened members for daily recreational rentals. We protect you with $1 million insurance coverage, and you set the schedule, rules, pricing, and it doesn't cost you a dime. Whether you own 5 acres or 500, Outdoor Access can help you earn meaningful revenue. And whenever you want to use your land, you can. After all, it's your land. Hundreds of landowners are already using our proven system. So to find out how much you could be making, call us now at 919-853-7082. That's 919-853-7082. Or visit OutdoorAccess.com. Be sure to ask about our guarantee program that can have your first check in your hands almost overnight. Call 919-853-7082. That's 919-853-7082 or OutdoorAccess.com.
The Boston Red Sox have reportedly admitted to Major League Baseball that they improperly used electronic devices to steal signs from their longtime rival New York Yankees during a series last month. New York Times said the Red Sox told MLB investigators that Boston manager John Farrell, GM Dave Dombrowski, and other team executives were not aware of the scheme. Commissioner Rob Manfred said he wants to get the matter resolved quickly, but did not comment about possible penalties. Apparently, the Red Sox staff were using the Apple Watch to steal signs somehow. The Houston Rockets close to changing hands. A person with knowledge of the details says restaurant and casino owner Tillman Fertitta has agreed to buy the franchise from Leslie Alexander for an NBA record $2.2 billion. The deal must still get approval from the NBA Board of Governors. Josh and Zach, NCN Sports.
You know, Oakland Feed and Seed, Oakland Road in Spindale, has been part of the family for years. Your granddad, your dad, and now this generation is depending on the great inventory, excellent service, and better pricing. Listen to some of these items we need probably right about now. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 a bag. Dog food, fire and ant killer in spray and granular, flea and tick prevention, carpenter bee traps, weed killer, and so much more. Go see Scott and his team today at 770 Oakland Road, Spindale, and keep the family tradition going.
Do you need some extra money in your pocket? Try Insurance Service Associates, your local independent agent. We can shop your auto and home insurance with several companies to get you better coverage and the best rate. Insurance Service Associates at 127 East Trade Street in Forest City for auto, home, or commercial insurance. More choices, better coverage, best rate. That's Insurance Service Associates, 245-5301.
Chase Elliott's. I couldn't speak the same language as anybody over there. They didn't speak English. I didn't speak whatever they speak.
Excellent European vacation.
Got to go to the Belgium F1 race, which was pretty neat.
And a Ford guy, even after death.
He said he didn't want a Cadillac, but, you know, sometimes you got to change.
Mark Caro and PRN's Garage Pass. Attention business owners. We know that owning a business means getting things done right now. So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company. General Steel. We can design a building for your business quickly and save you thousands of dollars. That's right, thousands. You may think General Steel only builds large projects or that you can't afford General Steel quality. Well, check these prices. How about a 40 by 60 foot building for under $22,000? Or even a 50 by 100 for under $35,000? That's right, a 5,000 square foot building for under $35,000. And these buildings all have General Steel quality. Best of all, you can still order a building and have it delivered in time to build this year. How's that for right now? So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company, General Steel.
800-398-8309. 800-398-8309. 800-398-8309. That's 800-398-8309.
During the last off weekend of the current Cup campaign, Chase Elliott, like Chevy Chase, took a European vacation. He did a little sightseeing and rode bikes.
Well, there it is, kids. My motherland.
Dad, Grandma's from Chicago.
Shut up, Russ.
But the biggest thing Chase did was attend the Formula One Series Belgian Grand Prix.
It was cool to, to see how they do things and how much of a different world it is over there. It was kind of funny to see, how much of what they do is different and how much of what they do is the exact same. I didn't get a chance to meet any of the drivers over at the F1 race. I was lucky to find my pass. I couldn't speak the same language as anybody over there. They didn't speak English. I didn't speak whatever they speak. So luckily I had one phone number to get in contact with somebody. They did speak English and I was able to get my pass. We just barely made it in there. Had to hike about 4 miles from our parking spot to get there. So did get to see a couple cars up close, which is pretty neat. And the speed they're able to carry is definitely neat. it's just wild to watch them and how fast they're going. But they can't get very close to each other, but they're going fast, so cool to watch for sure.
Meanwhile, Subway has terminated its contract with Joe Gibbs Racing and driver Daniel Suarez. JGR is now confirming Subway took that action because during a pre-race telecast in July, Suarez was seen passing out Dunkin' Donuts. And Richard Petty has not renewed the lease on their race shop in Mooresville, North Carolina. This amid speculation he'll switch from Ford to Chevy next season, joining forces with Richard Childress.
Grime, friction, wear, destructive words when it comes to an engine. Adding C-Max microlubricant to your oil and fuel allows it to soak into metal to disperse harmful carbon deposits. You wouldn't wax a car with dirt on it. Don't run your engine without C-Max. Help improve performance, reduce emissions, extend engine life, and improve fuel mileage with Z-Max microlubricant. Get Z-Max today at zmax.com or your local auto parts store.
Up until Chase began driving a Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, the Elliots were a Ford family, which led to his father Bill at Darlington getting this question about his dad, George Elliott.
Is it true that he mandated a Lincoln hearse, not a Cadillac, for his funeral?
Yeah, he said he didn't want a Cadillac, but you know, sometimes you got to change. You got to change with the times. But anyway, that was my dad.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you by Z-Max. Performance you can feel.
For professional brake and tire service, call on Broadway Tire Service. For brakes, shocks, struts, batteries, alignments, North Carolina inspections, newer used tires, Broadway Tire carries brand name tires that give longer tire life, superior handling, and provide excellent driving performance. They also offer complete exhaust service with lifetime warranty, and of course, Broadway Tire satisfaction is always guaranteed. Bring your vehicle to the tire experts. Jacob Bradley and his trained staff are ready to assist you. Broadway Tire Service, West Main Street in 4A City, or call 245-4505.
The front moving through will leave us mostly cloudy, breezy, and much cooler today with a good chance of showers and thunderstorms at times. Those should be diminishing later in the afternoon or evening. We'll have highs around 70 to 75. Then tonight we'll see decreasing cloudiness, although some pockets of low clouds or fog are possible. We'll have lows in the upper 40s to mid-50s. On Thursday, high pressure building in will leave us mostly sunny to sunny. It'll be mild and much less humid. Highs tomorrow around 72 to 77. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Thanks very much, Mike Moss. Cloudy skies and overcast out there. Looks like it could rain any minute. We're not getting any here in Rutherford at my location. Perhaps you were getting some, but there is a 70% chance of precipitation throughout today and mostly cloudy. Right now we're at 65. We're expected to reach 70. Let's look at the weekend weather. Starting tomorrow, beautiful weather tomorrow. Sunny, highs around 73. Winds only about 5 miles per hour, dropping back to 54 tomorrow night, cooler than we are right now. So tomorrow night is going to be cool. And Friday night is going to be perfect for high school football. Sunny tomorrow with highs around 75. Sunny Saturday with highs around 77, 57 on Saturday night. Sunday 73 for the daytime high, and 61 for the night, Sunday night, with a 20% chance of an isolated shower. So not bad, not bad, not bad, I'll say. Not bad, not bad. And again, right now, 65 degrees here at WCAB in Rutherford. Congratulations to Ronnie Green of Cane Creek. Ronnie won the Daylight Donuts this morning from Granny B's. And we'll be in kind of Sheila Whiteside, office manager of OBGYN, lives over in the Shiloh area. Now, I'm looking on the Be Kind To calendar. We do not have anyone for tomorrow's Be Kind To. That'll be Thursday, the 7th. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary and want to be on the Be Kind To or know someone that is, call Todd now and he will block those out for tomorrow. And it looks like it's hard to read from here. Looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. That'll be Tuesday. That'll be the 12th, Wednesday, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Looks like they're all open for Be Kind To's, and then again on the 19th, and most of them at the end of the month open for Be Kind To. So if any of those dates work, you can call Todd now and he'll block those out for you. We'll celebrate you or your friend for the happy birthday throughout the day today. Well, we're scheduled to have the commission report this morning. It's a little out of the ordinary. Normally they meet on Monday night. Monday night, of course, was Labor Day, and it was a holiday. They did not meet. They met last night instead, so it may be I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he just was out of schedule and didn't think about coming on Wednesday morning. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt if that's the case anyway. But the county commissioner chairman is not here this morning to give us that update on their meeting last night. He will we'll try to get back in the run of things next week. Normally we do this on Tuesday morning, and because they did not meet Monday night, they met last night, and so the report typically would fall today. So he's not here. So let me see if I can quickly give you a rundown of what they talked about last night. Of course, a lot of it general routine stuff, housekeeping kind of things. They did have public comments. A couple of folks spoke on behalf of the Veterans Office there in Spindale. One lady spoke unhappy with it, and another gentleman spoke very happy with it. So it was a mixed bag last night on the Veterans Office there in Spindale. Then they had the approval of the consent agenda and appointments to the North Carolina Arts Council Grassroots Committee. They appointed Aubrey Clay for that. Here comes, I believe I see the commissioner coming in the door right now, even as we speak. So we'll hold this off and give him a chance to report on that, see his take on those kind of things. Come on in, Commissioner. Yeah, come on in. We got it. We're not going to mark him absent today. We're going to mark him just a little tardy.
Tardy? That's not.
Good morning, Commissioner. How are you?
I'm just confused. Our whole week got messed up.
Yeah,
I'm doing well.
I was just saying, because we didn't meet Monday night, it was a little bit out of the ordinary for you to be here on Wednesday. But
yes,
you did get that cleared, and you're here. So welcome.
Well, yes, sir. Because when you asked us, the commissioners, if we would come here the day after our meeting, it was put on the calendar as a reminder.
Yeah.
Not for today. It reminded me yesterday, but
exactly
yes.
Right.
I apologize for being a few minutes late.
That's all right. I had just gotten into mentioning pretty much routine, but I'll give you the word to go ahead and tell us what happened last night.
Oh my goodness, our business meeting lasted longer than normal, but we had a tremendous amount of business before us, and I'll go ahead and dive right into it if you don't mind.
Sure.
We went into our meeting. We did have public comments. Appreciate we had 2 citizens come up and speak, and most of these are people calling to discuss the Veterans Submitted local VA office, and one was looking for improvements, and the other was thanking them for the wonderful job they're doing. So it was good to hear from our citizens, and we welcome that at any time. We went through the consent agenda, which is the previous minutes and tax refunds and releases, and then we went to the proclamation honoring Dan X. Pageant, which is Commissioner Holland presented that to the board. And so we provided that, and we went into a part of the meeting for appointments. So appointments is where we have an opportunity for our citizens to come in and help participate in our community and our local government. With appointments to North Carolina Arts Council Grassroots Committee, Sally Lesher, Gordon Pendarvis, Amy Bridges, Kathy Ackerman, and Aubrey Clay asked to serve, and they were appointed to that. The Tourism and Development Authority, this is the Rutherford County Tourism and Development Authority, had 2 open seats, and these are seats these seats are for citizens who actually work for a collector of the occupancy taxes, and the occupancy taxes are those that they come visit and they rent a room, beds and heads, I guess is what they call it. And so we had 2 members that were appointed that asked. Charles Martell and Kitty McCammon were appointed last night. And then we did put an announcement to the Airport Appeals Board. The Airport Appeals Board has had 2 vacant seats on that, and we made an announcement last night that for the citizens who are willing to serve, please alert our office. You can go online or reach our clerk, Hazel, to have your name or consideration for that.
Any certain qualifications for that board?
For the Airport Appeals Board? No, sir. Just this citizen. No. But this is because what happens here is, let's say we have something, because we have citizens that use the airport, citizens that rent or have places to store their airplanes, and this is a place if they have a disagreement or something, or they want something clarified, and they're not getting the answer they want, they can come to the appeals board. It normally meets, I think, once every 3 years. I mean, this is not a matter that happens, but we do have a vacancy, and we do have an opportunity to hear someone. We want to make sure that we have a board in place. We just want someone with common sense and able to do what's best for our community. The Historic Preservation Committee. This committee actually has been dormant for quite a while, but right now we have a good handful, good assortment of citizens that really want us to preserve our history. We have a citizen that has a building that he wants us to consider using. We have different historians that are involved through all walks of life, and we're asking folks that want to be part of this to please put in and ask to serve. And so we can, I think it's a 9-member board. So this is great. I'm really excited about it. I would tell more about it, but I'm not the one to say. I'm just they're in that transition now. But we have people that really put their time, talent, and some even their treasury to do this, to preserve the history of our county.
Yeah, that's important for us to continue to remember our history of foundation with this county.
Yes, it is. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be pretty good. We had a report on the opiate and substance abuse. The United Way director, Ms. Porter, came, and she did a wonderful job. This is actually on our website. You know, ever since I was elected commissioner, and I'm sure the other commissioners as well, we've been hearing this in almost every meeting, everything we go to. We hear how the opiate and the drug problem in our county has not only increased, but it's also impacting our community. And so this is part of what the commissioner's goal setting was, to address the drug problem. It's one of those quiet secrets that everyone knows about. And she did a wonderful report showing how these opiates, which these are like the medicines that you receive when you go to the doctor and you have a broken leg or something. Well, people are now becoming addicted to those, and it's causing a big problem in our community. And we're now having people from all walks of life, and throughout our organizations that we have, the Department of Social Services, Rutherford County Schools, the Sheriff's Department, the District Attorney's Office, the court. Every impact of our community is impacted by opiates, but most importantly, the children and the families of our community. Oops, I did silence my phone. Alan Tony's calling me. Alan, you're going to have to call me back. Apologize for that. We're coming in at the last minute here. I didn't turn everything off. So, but that was a great report. They're having I believe it's the 14th. I didn't mark it down here, but the United Way is having a big community event, and look forward to be on our county website, and also, of course, on Facebook and other social media. Please come to that. We had Old Business came before us. After that was a de-obligation of the Community Development Block Grant Funds. This is block grant funds that we received from the federal government to provide water to a part of our community. The Broad River Water Authority has another granting, more of a state funding cycle for this, which will allow us to not only to serve the community better, but to be a quicker and faster way of getting that water to the citizens, and at less cost. So that was just housekeeping, but we had to do that. It's kind of odd to de-obligate a grant fund like that, but the hoops and the work and just the federal requirements just for that particular grant funds, it was expensive. I think Ms. Honeycutt said it was like one part of it was a $25,000 study that had to be done before they started, and that's diving right into the grant funds. Well, we'd rather spend that kind of money on the citizens and getting water to the communities. Budget amendments came next. We did have some, which was approved. Some of it was pretty standard. We did have a few things I don't have in front of me because I rushed in here from the mill, but I do recall that we had work. We appreciate ICC. Steve Matheny was there last night to answer a few questions. So just for clarification, there's a chiller. I guess that's part like an AC unit that's gone out. They've gone out that went out for bid, and of course the ICC is using the funding provided by the county to help repair that. Interesting was part of the conversation, which I don't know if the members that saw us online or in the audience, that he talked about the cost savings, the energy savings, how the initiatives they've been doing as they've been repairing and replacing equipment, they're saving 9% energy on those items versus the year before. So that was really good. And then the chiller is the same thing. They were looking at for bids, not just to replace the old one with the same thing we had before, that they had before, but replace it with something that's more energy efficient and that would be better to serve. So that was great to hear. I'm moving fast. Yeah, if you am I doing good? Or you want?
No,
I'm still on time.
Raise my hand. I have a question.
Okay. Well, we had a lot before us. It was exciting. Also, in the budget amendments, there was a matter regarding the airport, which I'll get to later. Was the matching funds for a federal grant, but that was included in the budget. That was added at the last minute. It was available on our website, but we did add that in. The grants for the Cliffside Sanitation District. Okay, this is something that that we've been working on. You know, sewer is one of those things that people don't think about, but we think about it. In order, you know, in order to have a quality of life, you need sewer, you need water, and there are even some things that, you know, you need telephone, you need broadband, but sewer and water is paramount. And so the Cliffside Sanitation District, that is a governing body of its own. The county is asking is if we could partner with them to use the resources and talents of the county to help to repair and set a path for the Cliffside Sanitation District on what's the best mode for that organization. It's great. The only issue that my understanding, I'm not an engineer, is that they don't have enough inflow. You know, the inflow is, you know, when you had all the mills running, they were bringing water discharging in there. You know, they need more inflow. So there's a study that's going to be happening. These are grant funds that we're receiving, and this is just us partnering with our community for our community on the county level. The Lake Lure Fire Department was next. We had an addendum to their contract. If you recall, in our last, I think, 2 meetings ago, we revised our district for our volunteers, fire departments. That was done. But we're also seeing that our local fire departments have really ramped up, and Lake Lure particularly has ramped up their services for emergencies and be able to treat patients. And the director did a great job yesterday explaining that, but it was basically their credentials. I mean, they're doing hundreds of hours of credentials in order to treat patients. And so this is the background, back office work that we had to do. We have to approve this, and of course this is all in the direction of the director, of the medical director. And I applaud Lake Lure Fire Department, because what they have done is they have actually improved the potential and availability of service for those citizens and those folks that are inside their district that need medical help and emergency.
Considering their geography, that's a good thing for them.
It is. And again, this is this was stressed all last night, is the partnerships that are occurring among the organizations in the towns and the cities and the county to improve service to our community, and this is part of that. And so that was presented to us, and of course it was approved by the commissioners. Again, the Lake Lure, I just can't say how I want to applaud and please the Lake Lure Fire Department and the Lake Lure Town Council, how they're really ramping up, and not they weren't before, but this is really a tremendous asset to their citizens and to our community. I might list something off. The revised fire district contract. So this is part of when we had our meeting, when we redid our alignment, and 2 months, almost 2 meetings ago, and now we also this is the district contracts of all the fire districts, and especially the outside response area. This is a new plan. It's that they all agreed to better serve our community, because as you're seeing, the fire departments are increasing their quote-unquote territory. The outside response area is shrinking, and so we're starting a path working with them to better serve our community, and you're going to see, like you're seeing in Lake Lure, help their insurance rates. So this is I'm giving a nutshell version. A copy of the contracts, of course, is online, and so I'm excited about that. So the Thermal Belt Railway interlocal resolution was next. Now, the interlocal resolution to me is very interesting, because what it's showing is what I've said the whole time I've been sitting in this chair. You're seeing your community working together. This is the interlocal resolution on the management of the rails for trails, the walking trail. We're it was probably announced. I heard it was going to be announced last night that a grant was provided to Forest City for them at the beginning part, which is for our entire community. And so we're going to see that this is continue to be an asset. But thinking ahead and planning ahead, who's going to manage the walking trail? Who's going to handle any kind of questions? And in order to do that, we have this working arrangement between the counties and everyone along the government entities along this section. And the county signed up for their portion of it last night. I believe maybe one more town might be left. I'm not sure, but this was actually presented to Forest City and Spindale already. And so it's been through so many attorneys, I lost track. I think they got tired of talking about it, but they got it done. little housekeeping after that. We had an easement on the county-owned property that was approved. This is allowing Duke Power to move a pole. So we're probably, and that was just housekeeping that we were doing. And then we had an interesting conversation. We had Pangea came in with an IRU request, and this is, if you call, the Pangea has fiber optics in the county, and the county has fiber optics in the county, and they do connect to each other, kind of like a stream, and they want to use our portion of stream to provide service to two citizens, two businesses, and of course the third strand is to provide free Wi-Fi in the Cliffside area, and so they're asking to use those strands. They're I'm going from memory now. They're offering to pay the county, I think, $675 a year for that privilege. There was discussion last night, a tremendous discussion regarding the last time these agreements between Pangea and the county was done in 2010. The county had asked for using a portion of Pangea's line as a redundancy backup for our connection to our emergency providers, our fire departments, and our hospital. That we provided a contract back, which was a little bit higher than the $675, and we questioned that last night in the meeting, and it was, I think the consensus was that we were going to sit down and kind of discuss how we can improve that to a more equitable relationship. So that was a discussion. We then went into closed session and for a personnel issue, and then came back and adjourned. But I do want to mention one thing. We did take a break on our meeting for Chairman Benfield of the Airport Authority to have his meeting.
I was going to ask about that.
And that which I mentioned in our Pangea. I would like to state that our Airport Authority, our chairman, and particularly Chairman Benfield, and the entire folks at the airport, and Mr. Garrison, have been working very closely with the Department of Aviation, FAA. FAA notified us actually last week that we have an opportunity for $4.2 million to do an overlay, replacement, but put a new overlay at the airport, which means runway, everything on the side. This is, and we moved it to tonight, or last night, because we have a 2-week window here to get everything lined up. So if it's awarded, which we hope it will, we haven't got you can't say it's guaranteed until you get it in your hand, but it's within the next 2 weeks. So we want to make sure that we have all our ducks in a row, because once they give us the green light, it's still warm enough to start the work, and we want to start the work before the winter sets in, because we're seeing more and more people coming right now to our community using the airport. And then of course we know that the tourists coming to Lake Lure, tourists coming to Chimney Rock, into our county, and then even to that little horse park over there in Polk County. And so we're expecting a lot more traffic, and we appreciate the FAA, and I will say the FAA, the Department of Aviation, have been to. So the $4.2 million grant does have a matching component, which was in our budget amendment that the county commissioners had. Again, but that was part of our meeting, and I celebrate with this how this is going to improve our airport.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be necessary.
So I gave you, we started at 6, got through at 8:45. I don't know if I did that in 12 minutes or not, but those are the cliff notes. But we do broadcast our meetings. They are streamed online, and everything that I talked about, if you need the details, you can actually go online and pull that down as well. So,
Chairman Brian King, my guest this morning, to recap last night's meeting, and we'll look forward to him be here next month also again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Jewelry Jubilee. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Donnie.
And up next is the most flawless collection of diamonds we've ever seen on the show.
Simply stunning, Cheryl.
They're Diamond Dazzler scratch-offs, 4 gorgeous games, and they're a huge deal.
Yeah, $4 million top prize, huge.
That's right.
Huge. Look like $1 million, don't they, Cheryl?
More like $4 million, Donnie.
I'm too captivated for math right now, Cheryl.
Oh, Donnie. New Diamond Dazzler scratch-offs from the North Carolina Education Lottery with over $130 million in total prizes.
Prepare to be dazzled.
Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning, including break-even prizes, range from 1 in 2.98 to 4.79. Approximate odds to win the top prizes range from 1 in 1.2 million to 2.28 million. $4 million annuity prize with lump sum cash value of $2.4 million. Problem Gambling Helpline 877-718-5543.
Have you heard the 3 big lies about Medicaid eligibility? First, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your house. Not true. Second, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. That's not true. Third, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. That's not true. Please call attorneys Geraldine Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm for a free consultation and learn the truth about Medicaid and eligibility for nursing home care in North Carolina. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify and not lose everything you own. Call the Arledge Law Firm today at 287-3338. They're located on East Core Street in Rutherfordton. If you suffer from foot or ankle pain, you should know there's advanced care available to you right here in Rutherford County. Dr. Jason Glover of Rutherford Orthopedics is the only fellowship-trained foot and ankle surgeon in our region. Now, what does that mean for you? It means a greater level of expertise that comes through advanced studies and research. You have options when it comes to foot and ankle care. So, learn more. Visit www.myrutherfordregional.com/orthopedics.
So long, everybody. Have a terrific, wonderful Wednesday. Tomorrow, Dr. Bob's in the Blue Room. Have a great day.
What makes a good radio station? Local involvement, complete news coverage, sports, constant weather updates, talk shows, contests, today's country hits, and yesterday's memories. Come to think of it, I guess you're listening to it. WCAB.
Marketing. ECU Chancellor Cecil Staten explains.
We just decided for branding the school more nationally and, within the world of higher education, it's probably wise for us to do what a lot of other schools with long names and confusing names at times have done.
Major League Baseball is looking into allegations the Boston Red Sox use Apple Watches to steal signs while playing the New York Yankees.